Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm really excited to do this video. I've had this on my to-do list since my very first declutter video, like last year I think, and I never got around to doing it, and now there's like a trending video, full face of nothing new, that's kind of going around, and I had this on my editorial calendar to do. It pretty much is a full face of nothing new. More specifically, it's products that I used to love, like I used to be obsessed with, and I wanted to kind of revisit them because I forgot how I feel about, like, why I liked them, you know, because I feel like all these products just come out and we love them, we recommend them, and then move on to the next thing that comes out and then forget about, you know, whatever product. And next thing you know, a year later, it's like I recommended that product and I haven't gone back to it in over a year and I don't even know how I feel about it anymore. And, you know, something like a foundation, for example, so many foundations have come out that I'm obsessed with that maybe have trumped some old favorites that may affect how I feel about them now. So I'm really excited to explore some of these products with you guys and see how I feel about them now, see if I still like them, and also kind of just go back and use makeup that I have. This is definitely going to be a reoccurring series. I'm going to do one of these videos a month. It's going to be a full face of nothing new, and some of them will be old favorites, and some things I'll probably just pull back out that I want to keep playing with because I like it so much. I'll do a mix, but yeah, I'm definitely going to do that because ever since I did my makeup storage overhaul, I rediscovered a lot of products and I'm like, why did I stop using this? And I just really want to play with what I've got. I feel like, I don't know, I'm so into Marie Kondo right now, and I'm trying to Marie Kondo the shit out of my life, and that includes makeup. So if things don't spark joy anymore, I'm getting rid of it. So let's find out if these products that I'm going to play with today still spark joy and if I'm going to keep them around. So if you guys want to see this full face, see this look that I created, and see the products that I used and find out if I still love them, then keep on watching. Okay, do we have sound? We do. All right. So let's see if some of these products spark joy. All right, so for primer, I'm gonna start out with the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I actually used to love this stuff, so I'm super interested to see if I still do. I gotta take off some of my rings here. I just remember this like giving me a super nice glow underneath my foundation, especially when wearing something matte. And I used to use the Benefit, what is it, Pores No More, the primer. Why can't I talk right now? But I'm not going to do that. I'll tell you why. Because I think it's going to affect my judgment on the foundations if I don't use the Tatcha Silk Canvas. So I'm going to use the Tatcha Silk Canvas and then judge the foundations based on that. The other thing too, and I'm just going to put this on while I talk, is that I am wear testing concealer today. I'm doing a face off, a concealer face off. And I don't want to negatively impact the concealers. Yeah, so we're not going to test out concealer in this video or a pore filling primer. Okay, so I have two foundations. I have the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, which I used to love, and then I have the Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation, which I also used to love. I honestly don't think either one of them is gonna match me right now, but we're not gonna focus on the match as much as the formula, but I'm trying to decide which one I want to go with. I think I'm going to do the Too Faced Born This Way just because I haven't done it in such a long time, and I cannot remember. Like, I know I loved this, but I don't know now that I've tried so many full coverage foundations, and I know this was like a medium buildable. So I don't know. So let's see. I'm gonna actually just apply it straight to my makeup brush just because I left my pan over in my drawer and I'm just too lazy to get it right now. So I'm just going to swipe the product on. This color actually might not be so bad. What is this color anyways? Light beige. Alright, so I'm just going to take my Sonia Kashuk sponge, it's already damp, and I'm just going in. Yeah, I remember it being really pretty on the skin, like really giving like a skin-like finish. And it does, but it definitely isn't full coverage. Like I can definitely see redness peeking through here. So I'm just gonna layer on a little bit more. Ooh, whoops, that's a lot. I'm just gonna spread that around. I guess we're gonna do a full second layer. My skin has been so dry lately. I mean, more dry than usual. Where like, I put on foundation and it looks like shit. Like foundations I already know that I love. So, I don't know what is up with that. This looks actually really good, I think. Yeah, I think it looks really pretty. It blended out really nicely, got no cakeage. It's not matte whatsoever. It has like definitely a skin-like finish, but that's the whole idea of this. It's supposed to look like your skin, and I would say it does. I mean, I'm sure most of you have tried this foundation or seen people use it by now. And it's a foundation that I used to use on my channel all the time too. Like when it first came out, I was obsessed with it. But there's so many products that come out that you just forget, you know? I end up finding something else that I love and forgetting about it. So that's why I wanted to do these videos, to re-explore the things, you know what I mean? So I am about to go and film a concealer face off, and once I do that, I'll be right back to continue on. Okay, so I applied my concealer and I used my Urban Decay Velvetizer powder to set it because I needed to for that video, but I didn't set the rest of my face because there is a powder I wanted to revisit, and that is this Pure 4-in-1 pressed mineral powder. I used to be obsessed with this. First of all, how pretty is this packaging? This was like an anniversary edition. This is the shade Light Tan, which I don't know if it's going to be a good shade for me right now, but I used to love this for setting the rest of my face, and I haven't used this powder in such a long time. I liked it because it had coverage and gave me a little bit of color as well. I haven't used it in such a long time, but yeah, I like it. I still like it. It's so pretty. It's such a pretty powder. Haven't used it in just like such a long time just because other things, you know? But still like that one. For bronzer, I busted out an oldie, and that is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I haven't used this in a long ass time. I like don't even remember what the shade looks like on my skin, to be honest. So this is going to be an adventure. I am going to just take a angled contour brush, and I'm just going to press it. I'm not contouring or anything. I'm just kind of pressing it on my cheekbones, like a slight contour, if you will. Just want to kind of see how that's going to look. Ooh, it is a good color. I'm going to take a fluffier brush here and dip in. I think it's a good color for both contour and bronze. That's beautiful. Wow. Why did I ever stop using this? I don't know. It's so pretty. I remember the hype on this product was real. Like every YouTuber on the planet was using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. But you know, products come out and you just forget. It's like on to the next thing. Which is why I really wanted to do this series. I want to like revisit the old things. Like this has been sitting in my drawer, and so why would I be like, oh, I need a new bronzer? No, you don't, bitch. You got so many bronzers in your drawer. Like use what you got. You know? I don't know why we do that. But that looks badass. That bronzer is, I'm putting that in my drawer. I'm going to start putting this in like rotation again because that is a really good bronzer. All right, for blush I have two. I have the Milani Luminoso, which is an old school fave. It's a very peachy, it has a light little shimmer to it. And then I've got Romantic Rose also from Milani, and that's this one. And there are different tones. This one has a little bit more of a pinky mauve undertone to it, and this one is like a true orangey peach. I don't know which way to go because I don't know what I'm doing for my eye look. So I think I'm going to start, I'm going to hit it with some Luminoso because it's a safe choice depending on what I'm going to do with my eyes. Oh yeah, it's definitely got luminosity to it. It has a little sheen. I haven't used this in such a long time either. Oh my god. It's definitely really pretty. Damn it. All these products I have. So pretty. I like that. Alright, well, we'll maybe revisit this one in another video. Anything I don't use today is going to go back in rotation for the next one because I think I'm going to do this monthly where we revisit old products just for shits and giggles. Because I'm sure you guys buy products, right? And then next thing you know, YouTubers are on to the next and you're like, but I still have these products. Why am I going to go buy more shit? So I want to really start incorporating older things that you guys might already have. So for highlight, this one brings back some memories. It's the Anastasia Glow Kit. This one is That Glow. Oh my god. I used to love this. I'm like so excited to use this right now. I used to swear by this. I remember when I bought this, I was so pumped. I have no idea which one. I mean, obviously I love these two shades. This one, Bubbly, looks like I used the most. Oh yeah, Bubbly is gorge. All right, we're gonna do Bubbly. I'm using a BH dual fiber brush and I'm just going to, oh girl. Whoa. Wow. Yep, it's bringing back the memories. I remember why I loved this. Oh, dang. I'm actually going to hit a little bit of the dripping with gold and just pile it right on top because, I mean, for old time's sake, right? Just for memories. Dang. Yeah, that's gorgeous. God damn it. I love it. Like, I feel like my skin looks so good right now. Yeah, I'm really feeling this makeup. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. I think I'm going to spray my skin with some all-nighter setting spray. I got to grab that. I'm going to do my brows right now. And I will be right back. And we're going to visit an eyeshadow palette. For the eyeshadow palette, I'm super excited because I haven't played with this eyeshadow palette in such a long time, and this is the Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette. Look how gorgeous this is. I just remember this shade right here called Pure Ganache being so stunning. Ah, I just remember that shade just like being everything. So I'm actually super excited. I remember really liking this one here called Warm Notes as well. This is a beautiful cranberry shade. And these, I remember these being super buttery and blending out just really beautifully. Tons of pigment. So I'm interested to play with these. I don't know what the look is that we're gonna create. Ooh, look at this purple shade. That's this one here. It's gorgeous. Oh, so pretty. All right, I don't know what's gonna happen, but we're gonna play. If you guys saw my Morphe video, you already know what brushes I'm gonna use. My current favorite brushes that definitely took me by surprise, but I have this one here, and it is a flat crease brush. I know, a flat crease brush. It's amazing. And then I have this tapered blending brush here. And these come from the All I Want holiday collection, so these brushes don't actually have names, but I am going to try to find out like if they sell these in singles, because these are awesome brushes. I'm going to start out by going into Freshly Toasted, which is this color right here. And I'm going to start stamping that in my crease. I love this brush because it just, look at how perfect the placement is. It just allows you to put the color right into that socket and not anywhere else, because the shape is just so good. And I'm also putting this in my outer V. I think I'm going to do something super smoky just because why not? How beautiful is that color? I love this palette. I just think that the colors are so rich and beautiful and just perfection. I love it. I'm going to take this Substitute for Love shade right here. Same brush, and I'm just going to stamp it right over the top, like right over the line, the edge. And I am stamping, not blending. And I'm going to actually take that the rest of the way into the crease, because I stopped that darker shade like 3/4 of the way, because I don't want it to be too dark in here. Alright, so once I have all the color placed, I'm going to take the other brush, the tapered blending brush, and I am just going to start buffing that out. I'm blending the two shades together. These blend so beautifully. I mean, the pigment is there, they blend effortlessly, the colors all really work together. It's just a beautiful formula. Alright, so before we get to the lid, I am going to go back in with a skinny little pencil brush and Freshly Toasted, that deeper chocolate shade. And I'm just going to connect my lower lash line right here. And then I'm going to take a bigger pointy brush, and I'm going in with our blending shade Substitute for Love. And I'm just going to buff that all the way in, so I can really see how the eye is looking when I get to the lid, because I'm going to go with a dark color and I want to see how it all looks. So I'm going to take this skinny little brush right here. I love this for cutting the crease, but what I have learned, this is also a Morphe brush by the way, but what I've learned by using the brush, that if you take a shimmery shade with this brush and you use it to kind of cut the crease with the shadow, if you will, it actually works really well. without even having to use concealer. You kind of get a little bit of that definition without getting crazy with concealer. So I'm going to go into this purple shade called Delicately, what is it called? Delicate Acidity. Okay. So that's a random name. So I'm going to pick up some of that color. And I'm just going to swipe it. Oh boy, this is going to be real smoky. Real smoky. Ooh, this is so pretty. So pigmented. I can't even get over it. I don't even mind the fallout because the shadows are just so pigmented. If you wet it though, it'll prevent the fallout from happening. I'm going to try that on the other side. So I'm going to take some of the cranberry shade Warm Notes, and my brush is a little bit damp. And I'm going to push that right here between the two colors to marry them together. I think I'm actually going to wet it a bit more. Yeah. It's not where I saw this look going, but here we are. Just going with it. Something different. My gut was to do like a bronzy look with this, but I'm like, you know, push yourself to step out of your comfort zone. All right, so what I'm gonna do next is go into my color switch with this little brush here. And I'm gonna take this shade here called Infusion. It looks like a black shade, but it has specks of gold in it. I am gonna take it just on the outer corner and just stamp it to start smoking things out just a little bit more. I don't know if I would say start smoking it out. It's smoked out. Continue to smoke it out. And I'm going to bring it a little bit up into the crease, but I'm just stamping. And I'm going to bring some down to the lower lash line also. And I'm just going to take this blending brush and just kind of blend everything. I'm going to go back in my Anastasia palette, and I'm going to take Bubbly right in there. For lashes, I'm going to take an oldie, like an old favorite, and that is the House of Lashes Noir Fairy. I used to love these, and I can't remember how they look or anything on me, so we're going to give them a try. So I'm going to pop those on, and we will be right back to finish the lip. Alright, so here we are. This is the lashes on, and I have to say, I really like them. I forgot how much I liked these. Now, I will say these do have a thicker band, so they are a little bit heavier, and they're definitely like dramatic, like really dramatic. But I think that they're gorgeous, and I really like how they look with this eye. So, pleasantly surprised. I actually thought that I was going to put them on and they were going to be uncomfortable and too glam for where I'm at right now, but they're actually not. Like, they're glam, but I like them. So I just remember House of Lashes, just the thick band being uncomfortable, but I cut them down and they fit good, and it's all good. Okay, so I thought I was filming putting this lip on, and I wasn't. So basically for the lip, I did the oldie but goodie combo of MAC Whirl Lip Liner with MAC Faux Lipstick. And this used to be like the OG combo. This was like the Kylie Jenner famous lip combo before she ever created lip kits. Like, this was the combo that started it all, I feel like. And I love it. I forgot how much I loved it, but I do. I love it. And it actually, I feel like it complements this look really well. So I'm actually really happy with how this look came out, and I'm really happy to like kind of rediscover old favorites and products that I used to love. And I'm definitely going to be putting this bronzer back into rotation. It's going into my drawer where my everyday makeup is, so that I can really use it some more. And then I'm gonna start using this again because I forgot how much I love this highlight palette. Like, it's just really good. And same with this, I forgot how much I loved this palette. It's definitely a very specific warm neutrals palette, but this came out when like warm neutrals were like all of the trend, you know, like everyone was doing warm neutral eyes, and so this palette was like perfect. And it still is. If you like warm neutrals, like this palette is stunning. I don't know if they still sell it or not, but the formula is amazing. These shimmers are perfection. So I'm really glad that I got to like replay with this. And, you know, now that I remember how much I loved it, I'll probably reach for it more, especially when I'm looking to do like a bronzy look, because I feel like this bronze and the Pure Ganache shade are like calling my name. And so I'm probably going to play with it some more. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you never miss when I upload a video. And follow me on social. My handle's @GLAMLATTE. And don't forget the GLAM Latte Beauty Podcast. All of the details for that are in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.